Are you feeling all right, Gibson? Welcome back, Troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show, mod collection update style. First, we've got Antique Burst as a 54 reissue for a very appropriate $5,400 price tag. This is fun and refreshing. It's like a slightly aged Silver Burst, but more of a perimeter shape. But they've omitted the pickguard, swapped out the P90s for what looks like Firebird pickups. But no, coming down here, it just says mini humbuckers. But yet they left the wrap tail alone, blacked out all your plastics, and gave you just the aged silver back and sides. But decided to give you the burst for the headstock. Alright, Demo Shop Serial 101 with our historically correct low logo, but they're using Gibson USA plastics for your truss rod cover. If you blinked, you missed this one. It's a Les Paul Supreme done up in a Fire Widow finish at $4,500. This is one of the new modern Supremes from Gibson USA. It had a $500 premium, but hey, it's the Red Widowed finish. If you don't know what that means, it means they spray over the entire guitar and they don't scrape off the binding for this interesting red binding effect. Looks like they also play with the pickup covers a little bit, but you still have the ebony fretboard with your Super 400 inlays. The modern Supremes do not have the carved back, but they do have increased heel access. But just like with the body, you get the matching red over top of your headstock as well. And you'll also see it along the edge of the binding. As far as Widow paint jobs go, this is one of the cleaner looking ones we've seen in a while. Sometimes they get a little janky over here. And oh, nice, a Super 74 in the neck? That's a custom shop pickup, but then a 490T in the bridge. This one is being flipped on Reverb for $8,000 if you're really interested. But now it's time to talk about this one. It's listed as a 59 reissue in Amber Waves for $6,000. And not gonna lie, that is a very nice top. It's not traditional. It's kind of a blending between quilt and flame. Like, it's primarily flame, right? But this area right here reminds me of like some really heavy quilt tops. Not a very traditional color choice for a reissue, and you've got your black plastics instead of cream. Very unique when you get to the headstock. It appears to be a satin finish, and instead of having a Gibson Mother of Pearl logo, they threw one of them big old gaudy Carina Flying V type badges on it. I'm usually a big fan of that, but I don't know if that works on this one. But instead of a Hollywood veneer, they decided to use figured maple, so that's cool. It's a shame about the satin finish that doesn't show it off as well. And then you flip it over to the back, nothing too crazy on the rear. But this is Demo Shop Serial, looks like 118. At the time of recording, it is available. But there was also a Gibson USA SG Special in satin gold for $24. Kinda surprised it sold that fast, but it is a beautiful golden hue, with upgraded gold everything and bedazzled knobs, with a matching backside. But I thought that was an older one. Yeah, all the way from 2013. But this week was all about modifying those 54s. Again, for $5,400. But instead of mini humbuckers or P90s, they've routed it out Jeff Beck style for humbuckers, left your wrap tail, gave it an olive drab green top with a nice dark rosewood fretboard. I'm liking that. And then a nice glossy black back. And here's a relatively tame custom for $6,000 called Lava Flow. I'm not really seeing the flow in this photos, but it's a nice red color custom. Maybe it has like a sparkly shift effect in person, but the back is matching. And they left your headstock alone. It kind of just reminds me of Ferrari Red. But now we've got a 57 reissue in Harlequin Honey. For $5,500, they took a gold top and refinished it. You can see what's underneath this time with a little bit of wood grain and black plastic exchange. And whoa! Okay, all right. Got a little bit of a honey drip on the back. They needed a little bee decal right here, though, and then it would have been perfect. I suppose that's where the Harlequin part comes from in its name. But at $2,600, we had a Stinger Blue 61 Standard. So it's piercing blue, P94 pickups. You get the Moto pickguard with the clear HB style knobs. Headstock's looking normal. But then, bam, they hit you with the back. You get the continuation of the blue, the Stinger pattern, and then a white neck. I could see why somebody fell in love with that. But this might be one of my favorite SGs I've seen out of the mod collection, Bluminium, or Bluminum depending on which part of the world you're in. For $5,300, they took a Custom Shop 64 SG and gave it this kind of metallic blue aluminum finish to it. It looks satin at first glance, but then you can see the sheen right here. It's full on gloss, so it's just like a dog hair finish. But it looks like chrome hardware that always pairs great with blue guitars. And then they continued that on with the back. I think they could put that in production. Do a blue, have a green, maybe even try to do red. I mean, you could go all crazy with the colors. I miss when Gibson did limited production guitars like this. and announced it. Hey, we're making 20 of each color, let's go. But upon closer inspection, some of the fine detail works on this refinish didn't quite go so well. But now we got bronze suede metallic for $32. This is a Gibson USA 50 standard. It's exactly as the title says, and you've got some cream plastics to complement the finish with the binding. And oh hey, matching headstock with blank truss rod cover. And if you're gonna match the headstock, you better match everything else too. And they did. And next, I missed a couple from last week. We had classic wingtip SG standard. A viewer of the show sent this in. It looks like it might have started life as a white SG, but then they painted the sides black and gave you double stingers just for fun. I'm not sure what the original price tag was, but it is listed on Reverb right now for $32.99. This is just regular Gibson USA production, so that has about a $1,300 premium to it, but I would say that's within the regular premium that some of the cooler mod collection ones go for, and he's open to offers if you're interested. And then a different viewer told me I missed Sharp Sparkle Perimeter Modern Studio for $24. Unfortunately, we didn't have a very clear photo of it, but it just looks like it was initially black and they kind of sprayed the edges silver here as the back was left alone. But now the UK mod collection, we had Minty Galaxy 335 for €3,100. It's a lefty in case you didn't notice. And whenever they have Galaxy in the title, I get excited because it looks really plain from far away, but now we can tell it's got a little bit of sparkles to it. Okay. But where's the mintiness? It's on the back. Ooh. I do like this. So slightly darker green right here, but not like too dark. But then it's so pale right here. It's almost silver-like. And then it gets slightly darker here until you meet the Stinger Void. The side profile shot on this one will be fascinating because you get to see the green with the sparkly top. And it appears to be a full-on gloss refinish. And oh my goodness! I suppose I should have been expecting it. That's not a black Stinger. It's the same as the front. It's got all your glitter in it. And then there was another Supreme in wine red. Is it worth the $500 premium to throw a Bigsby B5 and P94 pickups in it? I'll leave that up to you. It does look like it has a nice top though. I adjusted the contrast here so you could see it. And the back looks like so. There was lovely lilac satin 61 standard. I think we might have seen this one before. It's gold and purple, no pickguard. Kind of an interesting pale fretboard on that one. I like it. And then it's a complete matching back. But here's a weird one. 57 Junior reissue, white satin, €4,300. But it's a middle pickup instead of a bridge pickup. As far as I'm aware, Gibson's only produced neck and bridge pickup only juniors. There hasn't been an official run of just the middle pickups, but we have seen a few out of the mod collections. It's kind of giving old ES225 vibes. But it's just got giraffe tail. And whoa, Demo Shop serial number 10. Then lastly, Cookies and Cream, €2,700. It's a flying V. It's kind of a creamy-ish cookie color on the front. It looks like we got something going on with our sides though. Oh, it's natural, and it looks like you get a little bit of sparkle flake within your finish. And then check it out. I think that's the first time I've seen a natural Stinger. It looks pretty sharp from the side. But now let's briefly visit our demo shop friends. There was this Les Paul Modern in Cobalt Burst. I thought it was interesting because of this mineral streak right here. It gives it character. This songwriter might not look like much at first, but when you flip it over to the back, look at that neck. Unexpected figuring. There's an interesting lefty SG with no pickguard. And here's a regular Les Paul Custom that's been given the Peter Frampton treatment without your middle pickup and another $3,000 on the price tag. So perfect if you want to feel like we do without the middle pickup. There was a wine red hummingbird. You don't see that finish too often. And a custom shop Birdland. Sure, it was $7,100, but you don't generally find these out in the wild outside of doing a custom order. I'm not sure how much those even go for nowadays. I'd imagine they'd be around 10 grand. But a little bit of rough work on the binding and some scratches is what landed it in the demo shop. And it sold fast. And this was a screaming deal. These are $6,000 brand new, $4,500. Yeah, that was a no-brainer. It didn't surprise me when it sold very fast. If you missed out on this and you need one, I would sell my review piece today for $5,150. Or if you want to use a non-fee payment like a check or PayPal gift, we can get it down to $5,000 shipped. Mine's not quite as badly chewed up on the edge. I thought this was a pretty nice top for a 58 reissue. Historically, these are a little bit plainer, but that looks like any R9 top to me. So if you like the big chunky neck, that could be a good option for you. Well, it would have been. It's already gone. And then this weird, strange junior found a home. Now, the European side, they had one of the Lucille Legacies with a rather light-colored top so you can see the figuring a little bit better. A modern studio and smokehouse. SG Standard Classic White, how a 58 reissue typically looks. And then the UK demo shop, I didn't see anything worthy of talking about. Alright, Troglodytes, I hope you enjoyed this week's recap. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you tomorrow on the next one. Take care.